Well, happy to come out here and beat a good Oregon State team. A couple things I'm, really happy with. 18 assists on 9 turnovers, so that's the magic number. Everybody's always trying to strive for that 2-to-1, and we got that. But also paint points. I mean, when you look at, their center 6'9", that we outscore them in the paint by 8, I think really says something about our team. Fast break points we got out. That third quarter was tough. We left way too many just empty possessions in that quarter. Thankfully, our defense was holding, okay in that point. Caitlin, almost has a triple-double. Does a great job, but I also thought, Monika hitting those trail shots at the high post was a real big key for us, especially in the first half. I thought McKenna shot the ball well. I thought Kate Martin attacked the offensive rebounds really well for us, and I thought Gabby played well. It was nice to see her hit a 3 for us tonight, and she, I thought, really worked hard defensively.
Yeah, Monica, can you talk a little bit about going against, I know you've done this before, but going against somebody as big as their front line is, and just things you look to do, and especially just how automatic that free throw matchup is for you when you're not looking.
Yeah, I mean, practicing leading up to this game, us posts knew that we weren't going to be able to do what we normally do. And so Coach Day did a really good job of kind of prepping us in practice. We had guys standing on boxes and standing on stuff, putting their arms out, out of practice, shooting over. But we just kind of all knew that short corner, high post, free throw line area shot was going to be big for us this game. And it was nice to hit a couple of those.
Yeah, we knew she was a tremendous player coming in here, and I actually was at USA tryouts with her, so kind of familiar with her game. But like I said, watching her on film, we knew she was the key player for them, and she gets to her spot. She's got a nice jumper, but she can also attack the rim. But I really thought Gabby did a tremendous job on her, especially in the second half. It felt like we limited her. Great players are going to find ways to score. That's just what they do. But I thought Gabby did a really good job. But she also made some really tough shots, and that's all you can ask. If they make some tough ones, that's just what great players do. But I thought Gabby did well. But, you love going against other great scorers. That's what makes the game so exciting. So it was fun to play against her.
Just going off stuff that you guys were guarding each other all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Help defense is obviously very important defense.
Mm-hmm.
One-on-one. How much have you focused on improving your help defense? What's coming for that?
Yeah, I think, I'm not always the one guarding the best player on the team, and I know that, but I also think, I can read passing lanes pretty well, get my hands in passing lanes. I think I can rebound the ball really well on the defensive end. But yeah, help defense, that's just a cornerstone of our defensive principles, not only for myself, but every single person on our team. That's what we pride ourselves on. We want to force baseline, and because that's where we know our help's going to be. But yeah, I think getting in help side all the time. Sometimes I have a tendency to ball watch. But I think, improving on the defensive end was tremendous for my freshman year and my sophomore year. And I think, moving forward, it can only get better. And I think that's exciting. There's always just room to improve for myself. But yeah, I'm not always guarding the best player, but I can always be in a help position to, help my teammates that are.
And I know, you're not going to think about this when training camp this season, but, with such a sort of loaded talent in the top prospect class next year, how much do you see that as sort of crucial to separating yourself?
Yeah, obviously that's not something I think about every day. I think, number one, it's just really, really good for women's basketball. I think the amount of talent in the game right now is what's making it so exciting, is what is making people want to watch, is what is making the viewership go up. And that's all you can ask. I like to worry about myself. I think there's so many ways for me to improve. I'm not even 21 years old. I have 2 more years here. So I think, I don't worry about, the next chapter of my life. I've loved every single second of being at Iowa, but I think the best thing is, the amount of talent. I love turning on the TV. I love watching the best teams play because there's so many talented players in our game across the board, and that talent level has just grown over the past few years, and that's going to help our game grow even more.
So on that note, Caitlin, when this bracket came out, everyone instantly thought, here's the rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Paige's obviously not playing, but how much did you want another shot at UConn?
Yeah.
If you got past this game, you can answer this question.
Yeah, I think, anytime we get, a chance to play a top 10 team, and we know we have quite a few on our schedule this year, but I don't look at it so much as a rematch. I think it's just great for our game, and it's disappointing Paige can't play, but I know she's going to come back stronger than ever. She's that type of person, she's that type of player, and it stinks she's not in our game right now because she is so good for our game. People love to watch her. She brings an exciting style of basketball to our game, but UConn is really, really, really good, even though they don't have her. And I think that speaks to Coach Czinano and everything that he can do. AZ's tremendous, but I'm excited. Anytime you get to go up against the best competition, that's what you dream of. That's what you play for. So we're excited. We're going to step up to the challenge, and at the end of the day, it's going to make us better no matter what happens.
So as you talk about growing the game for both Caitlin and Lisa, we don't really get these types of tournaments, particularly on the women's side in the States. You usually have to go somewhere tropical, far away, and it's hard for people to travel to. How important is it to have more showcase events like this for the women's game in the U.S.?
I mean, I'll start, but I think it's really important, and I would just want to commend this tournament, and we're really proud to be here at this tournament. This is a great competition, really nice facility. They've really taken care of us, and so I think that they've are really working hard to promote the women's game. But I mean, you look at the attendance at some of those in the Atlantis and the Bahamas and all those places, and you don't see what you saw out here tonight. And so I think that's really good to be able to expose more people, especially for us. We don't get out here to the West Coast. In a couple of years we will, but we're not going to, we don't right now. So it's good to get out here and be able to have West Coast people, see the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Did you guys do anything fun while you were out here? Any culture shock at all? It's not nice weather or anything.
It didn't rain yesterday.
We're from Iowa, so
Yeah.
we're used to snow.
The fog was something I didn't expect, though. There's a lot of fog, and I guess that was new. But no, it's beautiful.
We got to go to Nike headquarters
Yeah.
the first night we got here, so that's an opportunity basically everybody in the world doesn't really get to have. So just trying to soak that in and enjoy that. You get to be with your team, do some fun things, be around a lot of other great teams and great people. And like Coach Bluder said, we're just excited to get invited to such a prestigious event.
Will you do anything fun tomorrow besides practice?
Not really. I mean,
Watch
honestly,
film, that's fun.
it's a business trip for us, and we're going to act like that, that's how we're going to approach it.
Lisa, so far, Gina is pretty tough critic, and you're like she comes from you guys play some tough defense and volatility. What are your thoughts about going against them and the defense you've seen from them so far?
Quite honestly, I haven't seen them play. I had 3 assistants here for the game. We'll go back, watch film. My assistants have been watching film. I have somebody assigned to the scout, but it's just I'm really one game at a time. I don't try to look ahead. I just think I'm setting myself up for failure when I do that.
Caitlin mentioned Paige, and there was a lot of buzz about you and Paige back in 2021 in San Antonio. AZ is getting a lot of buzz now. You say you love those games against top 10 teams. You also just love those matchups that are with other players that are top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. And AZ was my teammate just this past time I played USA basketball, so I know AZ pretty well as well. And she's tremendous. One of the smoothest jump shots I've ever seen. But yeah, you love going against great competition. I love going against great guard play. I think that's just some of the best basketball. But we're excited. I think, like you said, they play great defense, and we're gonna really have to execute on offense to get to the spots we want to and to get the shots we want. But at the end of the day, it'll make us better. And we are known for having one of the best offenses. So it's not anything we're gonna shy away from. But I think it's gonna test us, and we're gonna see where we stand.
Monika, what did you think? Coach was talking a little bit about the third quarter. You guys were not quite yourselves offensively. What do you think was the difference? Because then it seemed like the fourth quarter you were more yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a lot of key moments, but I mean, Caitlin's and one was one of them. I felt us respond really well to that. But I think Coach Bluder did a good job of just reminding us that basketball is a game of highs and lows, and it's how we respond to the lows and how we respond to that adversity. And I think we just did a great job. We took it for what it was and kind of punched back in that moment. So, yeah, I'm really proud of the way we responded.
I just want to follow up on what you're saying about watching film against UConn. Obviously, you're from the outside. Next-gen coaches have always seen much of that much film. When you're trying to scout a team in 2 days, they've only played 4 games now. Where you've got to come against quality content opponents. What is the process for that?
Yeah, we have one assistant that's in charge of the scout for that game, and they've watched every one of those games, and so when I get back to the hotel tonight, they'll have a report for me, and they'll have a highlight film that they can show me, and then we'll put our game plan together from there, and then tomorrow show the team highlight film and then the scout as well.
What's the process for sort of figuring out who qualifies as like the best person to be able to like get takeaways quickly and make good highlights?
Coach Jenny Fitzgerald's on our bench, and she does that regularly. Now, we have a coach out right now with maternity leave, so one of our assistants is out. Abby Stamp had a baby boy just a little bit ago. She named him Wyn, W-Y-N. I said, you spelled it wrong. You spelled it wrong. But, so I'm just lucky that I had somebody that had 30 years of Division I coaching experience that I could slide into that role. Normally, Coach Fitz does a lot of our scouts, not all of them, but a lot of them. So now she's kind of doing double duty. Thanks.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.